very good evening to each and every one of you joining us here for this week's Your Manchester.
I don't know how you've got the energy to say it like that, because I must admit, it is hot in the studio, and it's not just because we're two fabulous ladies.
No.
It's just boiling.
Can I just draw our attention now? I've just seen it on screen, so I love the colour coordination again.
Of course.
Hey, I don't know how we keep doing it, you know, but we're like matching all the time, aren't we?
Yeah, it's because we just don't associate with each other throughout the whole of the week. I don't know her. She does not know me.
Never met you before. Nobody knows that we actually dislike each other, do they? But we'll work on that for another day. We really will.
Yeah, but if you are boiling at the moment at home, I know a lot of us are in the studio and outside of the studios. We are going to cool you down with some ice cold entertainment.
Oh, ice cold entertainment. Yes, I'm sweating like a pig. I really am. It's no good, this weather, for me, for a fat bird. I tell you now, it's not good at all. I am dripping through my ginger hair from everywhere. Now, we've got a wonderful show lined up for you today, everybody. We really have. Haven't we?
We have. We've got a plethora of guests as usual. So thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned for the full hour, because coming up we have got the Running Manc.
Danny, everybody. A man that's running 5k every day, even in this weather.
I know.
For charity, everybody. He's doing absolute wonders.
Absolutely. We've also got some beauty tips from the lovely Emma Carrodus, who is joining us in the studio and showing us some ways that we can cool down as well using some products.
We have. It's all going on. We're also talking to a beautiful brand of clothing called Frank and Fox. I've been practicing that all week because I just knew that it was going to go wrong. Frank and Fox. There we go, clothing. And they're going to be talking to us about their environmentally friendly clothing.
It's an absolutely gorgeous company. And we've also got a new member of the family.
We have indeed. Let's say hello to our lovely Victoria. Hello, Victoria.
Hello.
How are you? All the way over there.
All the way over the other side of the room.
Oh my goodness. Now tell us what are you joining us for then?
So I'm here to bring everyone's opinions from socials into the show. So if you've got an opinion on something that we're talking about, you know, drop us a tweet or DM on Instagram. They're both at Your MCR. Or comment on the Facebook Live, and I'm here to make sure that your opinion gets onto the show.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Because we like a show of opinions, don't we?
Yeah, and the thing is, we're getting loads and loads of people connecting with us on our social channels, and it's great to get you involved, because that's what Your Manchester is all about. It's your Manchester, and I know we've got some questions going on about in social. What are we asking Victoria at the moment?
So this week we asked you all what your opinion is on the Help Out to Eat Out scheme. Good, bad, indifferent? Are you even taking part?
Oh, there you go. So I think we'll get some interesting answers there.
Have you sampled the Eat Out?
Do you know what? Funnily enough, I tried to get on the Eat Out scheme last night, but obviously a lot of people are doing it. I couldn't Scooby-Doo. I couldn't get anywhere. Anywhere. I tried the city centre, I tried Oldham, I tried Bury, all kind of local areas, and I couldn't. And I say I couldn't, it was kind of like 9 o'clock. And afterwards, but you know, I'm not rock and roll.
It's all right. You know, there's always one place where you can go and you're guaranteed a beautiful. Look at that drip. Honestly, there's always one place you can go where you're guaranteed a fantastic night out, and that is a wonderful place called New York. New York. So good, they named it twice. And we are joined now with our first guest, the one and only Tracy Walsh, and legend of the cabaret scene and a few other sites that we can't really talk about. The one and only Easyer Nicole, everybody. Hello, how are you two?
Hi.
Look at them, the glamour of it all and everything.
Can you hear us clearly?
Just about, yeah, it's a bit quiet.
Would it be easier if we went inside, because we feel that we can't hear you properly?
I've got a feeling that I know exactly what to do. If you just cut to Michelle for a second, we can do that. Let's have a full one of Michelle.
Melissa is going to sort out some issues with the sound there, but what we've got Tracy on for really to talk about is kind of the situation that we're all in at the moment, because we are going out and about, we're eating out, we're able to go out into bars and restaurants, and of course New York is one of those key places. But Tracy, you're finding that people aren't being as respectful as they should be. Isn't that right?
Sorry, as we just run inside. I just need to, if you just give me that question again. Sorry, what's he saying?
No, absolutely. What I was saying, Tracy, there is that with New York being opened, you're having issues with people kind of maybe ignoring some of the rules and regulations that are needed, like the social distancing.
Listen, I've got to say, for everybody, it's challenging. Not just for businesses, it's challenging for people who are used to coming out to the party palace and to all the rest of the party places in the village. The village is up there as party central in not just this country, in Europe. And to come out and feel like you know, which I feel operating, that it's not a hall of correction, but sometimes I feel like that. It's been challenging, and the bad thing is, and the sad thing is that the village as a whole in general, and I don't know, I've not heard of anyone who hasn't adhered to it. They're adhering massively to the rules. They're really conforming more than anywhere in Greater Manchester. And because we are known for being party places, and it's expected that we are not going to respect the social distancing, we're not going to respect all the rules. They're not our rules. Although we do agree with them, we agree we need to eradicate this dreadful thing that's going on. We're up there, we're paramount, we are the ones who are doing it. And all I'm hearing all over Manchester is, Greater Manchester, as Southern Manchester, it's like they walk on water. It's like they can do whatever they want. Alderley Edge, Wilmslow, Didsbury, Cheadle, you go through all those areas. My husband drove past the town hall tonight, and something that we were criticised for in the village, and I'm not having a whinge, all I'm saying is please understand, we're under this spotlight for whatever reason. People are saying to us, well, you know, we don't have to do that in this bar or that bar that isn't in the village. It's always never in the village. I don't have to do that in Didsbury. Why am I having to do it here? That's the challenge. The challenge is not the fact that the social distancing, we all the bars in the village agree with. We all my contemporaries are adhering. It's a fact that the suburban bars are not enforcing it. And what's going to happen is there will definitely be a second wave. I can say, hand on heart, and this isn't plugging the village. You come to the village, you're going to be safer than in any other bar, because we know, because we've got licensing and every authority crawling all over us, because they're expecting, and our little gay community, that we are going to abuse all the rules, we're not going to adhere to them. Well, take it from me, our gorgeous gay community is doing. I'm just going to hand you over to Easyer, and please don't take that as a whinge or a negative. It's just frustrating and it's challenging for me, because Easyer, she's one of my closest friends. What she's done, she's just said, listen, you've been there for me. Let me come and police it for you at the weekend. I'll be your maitre d'. I'll police it while you look after it.
Easyer, how are you policing it then? How are you around conquering all these attitudes that perhaps, need conquering?
I can't hear you, Belinda, sorry.
How are you going about policing this then outside of New York?
Well, I'm doing my very, very best. I mean, I'm used to being on stage, Belinda, as you know, with Roxy, Felicia, and the rest of the queens that work here. It's been nice for me because, the customers don't really know me as a person. They only know me from stage. So I'm getting to know the customers a lot better, and they get to know me because I am trans. I'm not just a performer. I am trans, and I'm really enjoying it. I mean, 99.9% of the people do as they're told, but, there's always going to be one that does it. So we are trying our very, very best. But like Tracy said, with licensing down here every weekend, the police around, we're just trying our best.
So what's your job then, monitoring it? How are you doing that then? How are you carrying that out?
So I'm going around to tables when I sign people in, when they arrive, and they're told the rules. They have to sit down. They can't walk around the premises unless they're going to the toilet or for cigarettes. It's like they could smoke at the tables a few weeks ago outside, and now they've changed that for us. They can't go there, so we have to now police the smoking area as well. I just think they're making it a little bit difficult for us here in the village and not the rest.
Greater Manchester.
We have got Pride coming up, and I know that, you know, both you and Belinda have been talking about Pride, and there's something that you kind of wanted to say about that.
Right. What we've got to say, so Pride as an event, we all know, as every other Pride throughout the country, it's not going to be happening in any sort of format. Earlier on in the year, we had, 6 weeks ago, as businesses, we'd come together and said, look, if we can, out of the village business subs that we pay in our organisation, we'll try and rent a couple of areas to, you know, hire the space, not to make it profit making, just to make extra social distancing spaces where people could go and chill out, because we were worried about an influx of people. But we, you know, the authorities, and probably rightly so, were worried that the larger, if we make any sort of event or any sort of space, it's going to encourage people and they won't respect social distancing, which has to be the most important thing. So we, as a village, we have sat and had many discussions. It's August bank holiday weekend. Historically, we've done it. I say it again, we're probably in Europe and probably in the world, we're in the top 3 Pride weekends. That is not going to happen. We haven't got any additional space. The problem is we're at 40% capacity, keeping in place the social distancing that's required of us, and then the new rules that came into place last week, where even inside it's just one household per table. Outside the same, we all know the rules, 2 households per table, up to 8. Listen, Belinda, I've got these. I go to bed and I dream these numbers and what the rules and regulations are. Operating August weekend, that's going to be a challenge. And as businesses, definitely, we all agree, we're all, for months and months and months, it's beautiful. We've sang from the same song page.
Tracy, is it fair to say you're worried? Is it fair to say you're worried, Tracy?
Pardon? I'm not, you know what? You know, my concerns are that what I want to say to everybody is there are 52 weekends of the year. But over August weekend, it's the same as any other weekend, because we haven't got Pride. We've not got all the outside entertainment. We've got none of that. It's going to be the same as the last 5 weekends have been. So what we're trying to encourage people is to say, look, why don't you, the weekend after, and I've said it to people who said, can I book for this week? No, nobody's taking any bookings. What we're saying is, why don't you come next weekend? And now groups of my friends are saying, actually, August weekend, because it's not Pride weekend, we're not going to come down to the village. We'll come down the weekend before, the weekend after, because we know you're going to have to sort of look after that. And what I say is a shout out to that, we've come up with a slogan of, it's our local area for local regular people. And then that doesn't mean to say, well, we love everybody all year round. If it's one weekend, if it's one night, the village is welcoming to all.
Well, we know
However,
it's really welcoming, and you know, that's great. And what you're saying there, Tracy, we totally take on board. And I know we've had some comments coming in that have been really supportive that we're going to get to later, Tracy. We're going to have to leave it right there though, because we've got our next guest waiting. So thank you so much, Tracy, and we will get those comments up a little bit later.
The village will survive, and a bar like New York will always, in my opinion, survive.
Such a passionate lady, and
She's
you know,
amazing.
and it's great that she has so much heart. heart for
It's
the
one thing
village.
being a bar owner.
Yeah,
It's another thing being somebody that works so hard for the people of the village.
Absolutely.
And
Now,
she
I tell
does.
you someone who's working really hard at the moment.
Yes.
In this heat,
Yes.
getting their running shoes on, it's our Danny, the running Manc. Welcome to your Manchester, Danny.
Hi guys, you okay?
Yeah, I can't believe we've stopped you running.
I know. Well, just before. Oh, bless you. Look at you. Look like you look relatively calm, considering.
From what I feel fine. I'm just at work at the moment, so I've just taken a little bit of time out just to speak to you guys.
What is it you do, Danny?
So I'm a duty manager in a hotel in Leeds.
Oh, a hotel. You know, we've missed something here. You know, we should have fully commented on it and everything. There's a lady that works with us closely, and she's done us a wonderful VT all week. Can we have a look at it? Do you mind? Danny, we'll be back with you. This will inspire you to do your wonderful.
Don't go anywhere.
Stay there. Let's have a look at this VT. This is Charlie, Lady Sybil.
Hello again, my loves. It's Charlie Houston Sykes back with Booze and Bites, and this week the ladies have let me out. What were they thinking? So we're going to have a nice bite to eat, some drinks, and I hope you'll join us.
It's just pure porn, isn't that, Danny?
Lovely, that, isn't it?
It's Bill.
We're hot in here already. I tell you what, we are now, Danny. But
No, I've got a bit colder.
talking about the weather, what was your run like today? Because you're doing 5K every day for a year, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, today was really hot, muggy. You know, every single day is different, and that's what excites me. You know, I've been running from the start of April to now, and you know, every day is different. Your mindset's different, the weather's different, but the consistency of just running every day for these charities is great.
Danny, what made you get into? Why did you want to start running I mean, as somebody who does very little running, why on earth would you want to run every single day?
I just wanted to. I've always wanted to run marathons. Now with my job, that's never going to be possible. Like I've ran 5Ks, I've ran 10Ks, but I thought I wanted to. In February, you know, everything was a bit dark on social media. There was a lot of negativity everywhere. I just wanted to do something that every day just to boost myself morale and do good for other people. So that's what, you know, triggered my thought.
You've got a great slogan. Let's bring that slide up. The Running Man Mission, as I'm calling it. There you are. Lovely. Look at that. Hey,
Yeah. It's true.
Do you know I nearly read that wrong then? No. So anyway, that is a great thought. And then there's the mission as well, which is there that we'll bring up as well. There we go. The Running Man Mission. There we go.
Danny,
Lovely.
you mentioned you're doing it for charity. Tell us about the two charities then that you're doing it for and why they mean so much to you.
Of course. So I'm doing it for two charities, both based in Manchester. So there's firstly Team Hill Charitable Trust. They're a local-based charity in Oldham. They're fronted by Steve Hill, who's a deputy head teacher in Oldham, and he basically started doing challenges like myself many years ago to raise money for local initiatives. Very recently, last year, he started his own charity to do these things on a bigger scale, getting people involved and raising money for for people in our area and abroad. You know, he's recently funded a roof in Uganda for a school, so that's, you know, it's amazing. This money is going directly to the charity, and you know, they're using it for local causes. And the second charity is Destination Florida. They're based in Manchester, and they every year take 70 young children away to Disneyland, Orlando, for a trip of a lifetime. You know, these children have got medical needs, and it's not always possible for these to get out and experience this. So the money raised in my challenge will go to both charities, and hopefully help a lot of people.
I think it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing what you're doing, because I know Belinda says she doesn't run. I do run, and I absolutely adore running. Yeah. But I think even as a runner, I would find it hard to commit every day to 5K, because, you know, it might not sound that much on paper, but literally it is a massive commitment getting yourself out there.
Yeah, no, it's massive. And how I saw it was like, I could spend half an hour a day flicking through Facebook, Twitter, you know, seeing all these things. And I just thought, what can you do? You know, what's another thing you can do productive wise? Same amount of time, get outside, and it's, you know, for your mental health and whatnot, you can do lots of things with that time. You know, you can swap out, you know, your Netflix show for, you know, going for walks. You know, we've had a lot of time to ourselves recently, and it's up to us to make use of that. So I think, yeah, it is a lot, but if you put it into context, it's not that much. It's, you know, 30 minutes a day.
And when the 365 days are up, do you intend to keep running? Is there something special that you would like to do after the 365 days?
I'd hopefully want to do more. I mean, I wouldn't probably do a year-long thing again, because obviously mentally it is difficult, like more than physical. You know, I could run every day for, you know, the rest of my life, but mentally it's probably not the best idea. So I think after this I want to do something bigger, but in a shorter space of time, if that's possible. But yeah, maybe marathons.
We're going to put up how you can donate to your wonderful cause, Danny. I know that, but you had a special donation, didn't you, a while back? And I read about it on your social channels, because it was Tony Morris, and he passed away himself, didn't he, last week? How special was that he reached out to you?
It came as a surprise, really. Like, when I started this challenge, I never expected it to spiral into what it has. You know, on Instagram and Facebook, I've got a little support community going on. And when I first, you know, Tony followed me on Instagram, he, you know, liking everything, he's sending me messages of support, you know, and it was the run up to my 100th run. He never said anything to me directly, like that he donated, but, you know, he put on the Just Give Him, and he donated a little bit of money. And then the day after, you know, he sent me words of support for that 100th day. And that was massive, you know, thinking that my challenge has reached, you know, somebody so, you know, I admired him, and, you know, it's such a shame about the news, but, you know, I think he was, you know, he was up until a few weeks ago, he was doing a couch to 5K, and that just shows you, you don't know what people are doing. You don't know what's going on in their mind, you know. So I think he's an inspiration to me, and I just want to keep on going and you know, do people proud.
You're an inspiration to a lot of people being able to do that. I mean, I've been looking at what you do, and I wish I could do it, and I might even try and give it a small attempt.
Do it. I'll run with you.
I'll do it with you. That's what we'll do.
You should make it harder. You should do it in heels.
Yeah, that's not helping. It's not something we recommend, viewers. Danny, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
On running. You're doing an amazing job. So follow. It's the Running Manc, isn't it, on Instagram? Yeah. The Running Manc
on Instagram, Facebook, and a little bit on Twitter, but I'm not very active on that.
Brilliant.
Yeah, get behind Danny. Thank you, and hopefully we'll see you maybe on one of your last runs.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully.
Thank you so much, Danny. Just before we carry on, I'm throwing our directors totally out today, but let's just have a look at some of the comments about our Tracy and her Easyer, the interviews from there. We had one from Terry Fox just a little bit there. That's it. Let's see what Terry said. As a gay bar owner in Oldham, I agree with everything Tracy is saying. There are not our rules, but we are upholding them, and we feel like we are being made to look like monsters. What else was there? Let's have a look. Yay. Oh, there we go. There we are. The Running Manc. Well done, Danny. That's to do with Danny. So lots of people commenting.
We have got lots of people commenting, and we are going to have Vicky coming back, and she'll be telling us a little bit more about what you've been saying this evening and how you've been joining us, and some of your comments about the Eat Out scheme in Manchester. So don't forget to send us your messages in via the Facebook Live if you want to comment, or via Instagram or tweet us, and Vicky will have more in a bit.
Indeed. In the meantime, one lady that's got some information for us. She's back. Hayley, everybody. She's telling us all about a little program you might know as I'm a Celebrity.
Get me out of here!
Hi, I'm Hayley and welcome to this week's On The Box. How are we all doing? I want to talk to you about I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here! Now, producers really wanted to film in Australia as usual, but due to COVID, they weren't able to. So it's now going to come to our screens from a ruined castle in North Wales, and it's rumoured to be very haunted indeed. Ooh, Now, rumoured to be taking part are Tamsin Outhwaite, AJ Pritchard of Strictly Come Dancing, Vernon Kay, now he's rumoured to have signed a £250,000 deal, Eric Cantona, the Vivian, who's winner of RuPaul's Drag Race UK, Beverly Callard of Corrie, Paul Merson, Jessie J, John Barnes, Carol Baskin from Tiger King, Matt Baker from The One Show, Susanna Reid, Piers Morgan and Ben Shepherd. Now, Piers said last year that he would consider it this year if he got paid £5 million. I wonder if he would actually drop his price now he knows he doesn't have to eat bugs. We'll see. Now, crew are reported to be staying at the following place. Now, it's the longest place name for a place in the UK, and it's one of the longest in the world. Now, here goes. I'm really sorry to my Welsh friends if I get it wrong, but I'm feeling brave. Right, okay. That's just me warming up my goch. Okay, here goes. Clan via Puch Gwyn, Ge Goch, Ger Yerk, Win Drob, Wuk Clan, Twi Silio, Go Goch. Yeah, I think that's right. Let me know. Drop me a tweet. Did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? At Hey Kate, let me know. Are you looking forward to the series as well? Let me know. I think it's going to be brilliant. I really can't wait to watch it. And obviously that hits our screens in November. So yeah, that's it for this week, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.
What?
She got the Welsh right.
She got the Welsh right.
But she got Eric Cantona. Eric Cantona. Is that Kerry
related to
Cantona's
Kerry?
brother?
Yeah,
Or is it Eric Cantona?
I mean,
The Manchester United legend. Cantona. Ooh, Cantona.
And we're always picking
Don't
her
really
around.
No, I know, she's going to kill me.
Was it?
Just a little bit.
Was it
just a
quite- was it
little
quite
bit
well
of a
known?
footballer, you know.
What, did he play for the good team or your team?
Do you know what? I have to pull her up on that because being the huge Reds that we are in our family, sorry Blues, you know, I just had to say Cantona.
It's all right. I think the Blues are more worried that I've got their side covered for them. Anyhow.
If anybody picked up on that messages, I might just beat you to it. But let's go over to our social corner and see what Vicky's got for us. Hi, Vicky.
Hello. So we've got Scott McGuire. He's watching from Glasgow, so quite a way away. Also, we have got, Tom. He's been out in Canal Street. He said New York is a great place, perfectly social distanced.
Fantastic. And have we got any eat out comments? Has anybody been talking about where they've gone or, you know, have they been able to get a table?
Yeah, so we've got quite a few who've been eating out. Some have been out for brunch. So we've had people go to the Seed and Cherry. I've been there myself as well, and I know that's really good. Some people have been out to the Alchemist. It seems everywhere's booked up though. There's been a few people that have commented saying, it's difficult to get in some places.
Yeah, I think that is the case, isn't it? I think it's a great scheme, but you've got to book early or time it right if you are going to try and walk in these places. Brilliant. Keep those comments coming. Absolutely. Thank you, Vicky.
Are you warm, love?
I am warm.
I'll tell you what, I am sweating. I wonder what the weather's going to be like for the rest of the weekend.
Oh, hey.
Shall we have a look?
We'll
Let's
have a
look at the weather.
Good evening, Shel N Bel, and welcome everyone to my weather forecast for your eyes only on Your Manchester, and I'm Paul Rudd. and it's not looking good this week, guys. It's looking like a mixed bag weather-wise. As we go over to Thursday right now, it's going to look sunny and cloudy with the temperatures of 20 degrees Celsius. Friday is going to rain with the temperatures of 19. Saturday, sunny and rainy with the temperatures of 20 degrees Celsius. And also Sunday is going to rain as well with the temperatures of 21. So we can't have it good all the time, can we, guys? So stay safe, have a great weekend, and don't forget your brollies because it'll help with the hair. And it's back to Shel N Bel in the studio.
Look, it's going to be gorgeous and rainy and a bit of break. Oh, do you know, I've never wanted so much one weather I want.
What?
A bit of oxygen. Do you know what I mean? That's all I could do.
Do you know what, though? We are never happy, are we? When it rains, we want sunshine. When it's sunny, we're like, oh, we need to cool down a little bit. We really, really do. I tell you what, though, Paul does brighten up our day. It was a great report from Paul there, and even with his brolly out.
Just before we move on to our next section, there's a VT that I just want to show you about what these guys were doing. I don't even tell anybody anything more. Outside the library yesterday for We Are events. It's absolutely fantastic.
This is the red lights, isn't it? Let's take
there you go. Click on that. There we are. Here we are. Now we can speak over this. It don't mute us. Now these are there doing something special, and they were marching, weren't they?
Yeah, no, they were, and it was for a really fantastic reason because, as we know, live events have been cancelled. Kind of theatres can't open yet. People are losing their income. You've got freelancers, people that have been furloughed. People can't just get back to the jobs that they want to do in the entertainment industry, in the live events industry, and this is still the way. And so they did this peaceful protest, a silent protest like this, and I think it was really powerful, don't you?
It was nice to walk up to it. There were the lights, the big lights were streaming right up into the air yesterday, and I couldn't figure out where they're from. Went down to the library and checked it all out, and that was what it was.
And the red lights were just in unity everywhere because it was kind of the red lights. They have stopped. They've had to down tools. But in terms of the people that are out of work, there's stuff that you don't realise, like sound guys, on tours and stuff, and kind of the lighting people, the techies, everything is catering. It's endless, and the amount of billions that they can put into, our economy, it's crazy. And hopefully
parts aren't working either. People who make good products aren't working. But we've got one here with us now anyway. You might recognise her. She's normally popping in when she's talking about her lovely shop. Well, not her shop, but a shop that she
can do style, but now she can do super duper beauty.
Yes.
We have got Emma Carrodus with us here in the studio. Hello.
How are you? You all right?
Brilliant, thank you. Very hot in here.
You've brought some lovely products today. And this is Tropic Skincare. Now, I'm not too familiar with that brand. Tell us a bit about it.
So I personally wasn't familiar with it either until earlier on this year. Working where I work at the moment in a clothes shop, I always suffer with bad skin. The aircon, it's not always great. And I got talking to one of my friends and said, my skin's feeling all dry, and I was just having a moan basically. And she said, let me introduce you to this skincare range. She said, I've been selling it, it's great. And I said, no, nothing will work. I've had dry skin since I was 17. I'm now 35. Nothing's going to work. And she said, please, will you take the products home and try them? So I did, and they worked. So here I am now selling them myself because I've had such a great experience with them that I want to tell the world about them and introduce other people to them.
You learn from a friend, and kind of you're telling us about it now. It is a brand that is the best kept secret, but in the world of beauty, it's won so many awards.
The
Beauty Brand
that
of the
I've got with me today, which you can have a look at after, is an award-winning cleanser. It just basically melts away your makeup off your face. Oh. Yeah, it's fantastic.
I have got to say that I have tried that cleanser because I am a bit of a fan of Tropic, and as we both do, we wear our lovely lashes. We have lots of mascara on.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is it industrial strength?
Belinda, it'd be amazing. Honestly, you must try some.
Make a little video.
You must try some.
Because before this, I used to use makeup wipes, and I would rub away at my skin, and it would feel really kind of dry afterwards, and still not get the makeup off. And now I use bamboo cloth.
A bamboo cloth?
Bamboo cloth.
Yeah,
put a bit of cleanser on, rub it, and it does magically come off. I have to say, so it's a definite one for me. That one. What's your favourite product though?
So my personal favourite is Super Greens, which is one of our oils. So it's a nutrient boosting oil. You only need the tiniest amount. You can see, I don't know if you can see, I've had that since May, and it's literally not much gone out of it, and I use that nearly every day.
Now, what do you do? Do you put that on before anything else then?
So you do...
Yeah, we've got a Super Greens here that we're going to try.
Let's have a go.
Yeah, you do your whole routine. So you cleanse, your tone, you moisturise, and then Super Greens comes at the end of all that.
Super Greens to me is a healthy drink. What's in it?
Yeah,
Then?
it's
What's
got
it
broccoli in it, which my 5-year-old absolutely loves that it's got broccoli in it. So it's got all...
Has it got cinnamon in it?
It's not got cinnamon in it, no.
What's that like a smell that's a bit Christmassy?
It's
it's
like all the goodness.
Oh, it is
like
a
for your
vegetable,
face.
but I know that.
Kale. No.
There's kale in it, yes. There's kale, yeah.
It's
such a good feeling when you put it on your skin. It feels amazing.
Sorry, what did you say that kind of does for you? Is that nutrients, did you say?
Nutrient boosting, yeah. So it's fantastic. I love it. But back to where Tropic came from. I know I've gone completely off the ball with the question. You might recognise the name Susie March. She was on The Apprentice in 2011.
I do. I'm a big Apprentice fan.
Are you? Yeah. So she came third. She didn't win. She went with the products, which you've got a sample on your table, actually, guys, of the exfoliating body scrub. So Susie made this back many years ago when she lived in Queensland, and she then moved over here with her mum, and one day she decided she was going to get 50 jam jars, she was going to make this product and go and sell it on Greenwich Market to help her mum pay the bills, and she sold out in a day.
Wow.
And then 2011 she went on The Apprentice, Lord Sugar backed her, and now she's gone from her mum's kitchen to a beauty HQ in Surrey, so they make all the products fresh in Surrey.
I find that really interesting, that they do make these fresh, so once you put your order in, it's kind of like done for you then, isn't it?
That's why they're not sold in shops. It's all done through ambassadors like myself, spreading the word about these amazing products for you to then purchase. And
I have to say, this smells just like a spa.
I know.
Yeah, it's got lemon myrtle in it.
That's what it'll be.
Yeah.
It's, wow.
And so this exfoliator, again, kind of, is it a daily one? Is it something you should be doing once a week?
Every day. It's sort of, I would do it every couple of days, every three days, 2 or 3 times a week maybe. You just put it on before you get in the bath. So put it all over, get in the bath, and you can actually use the oil. Once the exfoliating sands have come off, you can keep the oil on, and you can actually use it as like a shaving oil, so you can, when you're in the bath, you can shave your legs with the oil off this.
Oh, I'll do that with my fly mill. There we go.
All right. You really don't need a lot of this, because I've just put a tiny bit on my hand, and literally, it's covered it.
It's gorgeous.
What price points are we talking about though? For
it varies,
for
Michelle, to be honest. So the body scrub is 24, so that's for the pot, which is this size, and again, you only need a tiny little bit. In terms of the cleansers, toners, it can vary. So you get your cleanser, which is 18, but we do lots of different sets where basically the bigger the set you buy, the more money you save. So we do a skincare selection, which is £98. But when you work it all out, you get a mask free, one of the face masks. So we do facelift and clear skin and a deep hydration. And you get an oil free as well. So you get one oil that you pay for in the set, and then you get one oil completely free in the set, and they're normally £42 each. And you think that set's £98. So it does work out really. Yeah, it's beneficial.
Now, I did tease earlier on that you were going to tell us a few of these products that might help us cool down.
Yes, I was just about to go on to that. You read my mind. So, as it's very hot in the studio, the vitamin toner, which you would use after your cleanser before your moisturiser, is great for just spritzing in this heat. I've got a friend actually that texted me earlier on today and said she's been spraying herself with this every couple of hours today because it's just cooling her right down. You can actually store it in the fridge if you want to as well.
Sorry, what is that, Jay?
So it's a toner, so it's a pore refining mist.
Is it a spray?
Yes, it's a spray.
Chuck it here, Cocker.
So we can have a spray.
Here we are. Look at that. Do that again. It'll look good in the shot. Hold on, are you ready? There you go. You ready? 3, 2, 1. There we go.
Oh. There you go. And there's another spray, actually. I'll take this. You'll never get it back. I know where she's coming from. There is another spray, though, which I think tonight we could all do with. It's a shame you can't just deliver these all round.
Why? What's this then?
It's the sleep one.
Sleep mist.
Yeah, so I've got one of those with me as well, so you can have a little smell of that after. It's got lavender in. I know some people don't always like lavender, but it's not very strong, so it's worth giving it a go. And it's been proven to, after a week, you get a better night's sleep. You just spray a couple of sprays, literally 2 or 3 sprays on your pillow before you go to bed, leave it about 10 minutes, and then pop your head down and get a good night's sleep, even in this heat.
Oh, we could all do with that, couldn't we?
I could do with that.
We could. Now, if anybody wants to purchase any of these products or find out more, just kind of pick your brain. We might have had some questions in. We'll check with Vicky in a bit. What do they do to get in touch with you?
So I've got an Instagram page, which I think will be shared later on. You can get in touch with me on there. And then I've also got the website, which is tropicskincare.com/Emma Carrodus. That's mine, and we can get that out to everybody. But feel free to drop me a message, you know, if you've got any questions, you want to know more about any of the products, because there's that many products here. I could talk to you all night about them, but there's too many to go through. So if anyone's got any particular questions, or even like if you've got skincare questions, you know, you may suffer from rosacea or you may suffer from dry patches on your skin like I did, you can get in touch with me. I'm going to help out and advise on which products are best, because there's certain ones that work better for certain skin types. So I can do one-to-one consultations with that over the phone or via Zoom.
It's like a nice little personal advisor there. And I tell you what,
Yes.
we've got to say goodbye to her now. But
Yes. I'll be over there in a minute.
her lashes are real, right? Can I just say that, ladies and gentlemen watching? I grabbed her before and I was like, oh, I love it. And they do a mascara that's got these kind of particles that add length and volume to it. And I was like, oh, that's a bit cheeky. That's great. That I'm going to definitely be looking at your Facebook page anyway.
I think I want to get rid of that smell. But anyway, thank you, Emma Carrodus, for your time today. Absolutely gorgeous products there. Tropic Skincare there, everybody. Staying with wonderful brands from around our beautiful region, everybody. We're bringing now this lovely lady all to talk about, I'm sweating, I do apologise. I can't even see this eye, by the way. You can't see it, but this eye is actually winking unintentionally now, everybody.
I'm glad it's just winking.
Disgusting. Anyway, this is Sarah Flynn, everybody, from Frank and Fox Clothing. Did I say it right? Please tell me I did.
Yes, Frank and Fox. Sarah, hello, welcome to the programme.
Hi.
I have been ever so nervous about pronouncing your brand. I really have. It's scared me. If you say it too, you can go very wrong with that, can't you, Sarah?
Oh, I wouldn't have thought. Oh, I don't know. Why? How can you say it wrong?
Yes, that's for another day. Say it. Yes.
I think she's had too much heat. Tell us about your company and how you got started with Frank and Fox, because you've been going about, is it a year now?
It's been my 1 year anniversary on the 4th of August.
Wow.
And what got you into it then?
Basically, I started it as a hobby. It was something I was doing to help me get through postnatal depression that I had with baby Frank. I needed something to distract my mind, and I'm a very crafty person naturally, so I wanted to learn a new skill, so I picked up a sewing machine, and then that's it. It just took off.
What did you know that you had that talent before? Was it something that you were creative with as a child growing up?
No, but it's a trait that I have that annoys quite a few of my friends and family, that I can pick things up very fast. I only need to watch a few videos or read a few paragraphs of something and I can pick skills up very quickly. So all it took was, I think I made a blanket on my first attempt, and then I made some curtains, and then I got adventurous and bought some baby clothes patterns, and then that led me to where I am now.
gosh,
Well, it's amazing. Let's have a look at some of your products. First of all, let's have a look at the headband, everybody, because these are super useful with this heat at the moment, aren't they?
And they're selling like hotcakes. The headbands are your best sellers at the moment, aren't they?
They really are. So I happened upon the headbands by accident. So the headbands started when I decided to put my business on hold and sew exclusively to make headbands for NHS workers to keep the hair off the faces when they were in work. And then through making those, I had a few people asking if I made them for personal use. Mm-hmm. And then I created the pattern for the headbands that you've just shown.
And do you know what? It's not just the creativity in the items that you make, but I think the way that you send it out and the packaging and everything, you really are great with the detail that you go to.
It means a lot to me. Matt, you wouldn't believe how excited I got when I found the perfect tissue paper because if I'm going to do something, I commit to it. So everything that comes out of my business is eco-friendly. It's like all my packaging's made from recycled materials, even down to the stickers there. I've sourced a company called Green Lemming who make biodegradable stickers so it can all go in the recycling. Yeah, I love it. The amount of times... Sorry.
No, go on. The amount of times...
People keep telling me that I need to buy a stamp for my rainbows because I'm going through that many orders at the minute. I timed myself the other day, actually. It takes me just shy of 6 minutes to completely package just one headband. But I love it. And I'm a small business. And in that sense, I always want to stay small. I always want to be able to draw my own rainbows and write my own handwritten thank you notes because each order means everything. An order for one £5 headband means the same to me as an order for a £30 romper. So I just want my customers.
But we're seeing it here, and some of these rompers are made out of recycled clothes, aren't they?
Majority of the man. So this one that I've got here.
Wow, that's gorgeous! Oh my God, so much love has gone into that, Sarah.
This one was a special one. I made this one for baby Frank's first birthday, and he's our rainbow baby that we had after losing one. So I had to put a rainbow in there somewhere. And all this is, I don't know if you can see, hand embroidered.
Wow! Absolutely love it. And what's that been made out of? What was that prior?
This one was an old man. Was a men's shirt, a men's like cotton shirt.
Nice.
That's amazing. We must just talk about the curly girl method, and you brought out these towels very, very quickly, though.
Curly girl method is life-changing for anybody who has anything from kinks to waves to curls. It's basically a method that you follow that encourages your natural curls to come out. So you have to take all parabens, sulfates, silicones, all things like that out of the products that you use, and it enhances your curls basically.
Fantastic. So is it a towel then that we're talking about?
So I got in contact with someone called Welsh Curly Girl who's on Instagram.
I've seen her.
She's amazing.
Yes.
So she's one of the reasons why my headbands took off so well, because she supported me and shared me and everything like that. But I created the towel for her because I got into the curly girl method and started watching the videos and what you need to do. And one of the main things was to stop using terry towel in towels because they absorb all the moisture out of your hair. And she was using just a massive t-shirt on her head as a towel. So I said to her, well, I've got loads of t-shirts. I've got all loads of recycled t-shirts. I can make you a towel out of the t-shirts. And then that took off.
That's amazing. Where can people find these beautiful products?
Etsy. I'm on Etsy at the moment, which is it's an amazing website that's created for all handmade and craft items.
That's amazing. Well, listen,
brilliant.
thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks for having me.
Beautiful products, and come back and tell us more about them in the next few months.
I could talk to you forever. You've got some incredible stuff, and so much of it is really nice and bespoke. So if you do want something a bit different, you need to go to Frank and Fox.
Absolutely.
Amazing
Thank
what
you
you're
very
doing.
much, Sarah Flynn. Thank you very much. Right then, very, very quickly, over to Victoria with wrapping up the comments. What have people been saying?
So we've got a few about Tropic Skincare. So Lizzie said Tropic Skincare is beautiful, the only cleanser that gets off waterproof mascara. Yeah. Jess mentioned it's also vegan, and that's perfect for her. So another plus point.
Fantastic.
We've got to say hi to Paul Rudd, our resident weatherman. He's come and said hello. And then a few people are really positive about the Eat Out to Help Out scheme. It means restaurants are busier, people are staying in work, it gives people jobs. But then there is the downside of, are they quieter at the weekends? That's another point. So,
It's there, isn't there?
Yeah.
lots
It
of
really
things to
is.
talk about. It's a massive discussion.
How have you
point.
enjoyed your first show, Vicky? Have you enjoyed it?
It's been good. I mean, it's a bit warm.
I think we cannot wait to get out of it, to be honest with you. Thank you very much, Victoria, for this week.
Yeah, and don't forget as well, those social channels keep going despite the fact we are only on once a week. Damn, we should be on more. But no, if you want to join in the conversation and send us some comments throughout the week, you know where to find us. At Your MCR, and that is on Facebook, Twitter, and the old Instagram.
Very quickly, what have we got next week?
Gosh, next week we have got some special guests from an event that I've been doing that is very, very exciting. It's for a fantastic charity called Prevent Breast Cancer, and we've got some guests coming in about that. So, yeah.
We've also got a guest coming in talking about smashing rings up. Yes, it's a bespoke ring maker from Manchester, everybody, and they're trying to stop it. You can't say things like that. And they're going to be coming in to tell us all about their beautiful ring. Rings.
Fantastic.
There we
I've
go.
got a story about a ring that I can tell you as well.
I've got a few. Anyway, we'll leave that for next week. In the meantime, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody for joining. Thanks for everybody for spending a little bit of time with me and Shel. Thanks very much for watching the one and only
Your Manchester. Should we go for a call?